it's me, Tarek here, and today I am going to be talking about a very necessary process that we go through once in a while, and that is decluttering. Decluttering is a very necessary process because decluttering requires us to get rid of the things that don't provide us with value and don't provide us with any useful things that can enrich our life, decluttering them and making room for the new valuable and the new things that can help enrich and provide us with value in our lives. Decluttering requires us to get rid of the old, the things that we don't use, and then make room for the things that we do need in our lives. Decluttering is how humanity and every organism on this planet has grown in the last few centuries, ever since life has came. Life always requires us to declutter and get rid of the old so we can make room for the new things that we actually need to grow. And decluttering isn't an easy process. It may be easy to say as a word, but it's not a very easy process. It requires us to go through two things that many humans like us don't really like to deal with. And the first thing I'm going to be talking about that we must go through is actually dealing with the actual mess. Whether you're decluttering your room, your brain, anything that requires cleaning up and getting rid of anything that's not valuable so you can make room for the things that are actually valuable and actually matter, requires us to deal with the mess. Even if you're a very organized person and you have a very organized system, organized systems can often build up with very useless and less valuable things. And in order to declutter our very organized systems, we have to mess them up. Dealing with the mess psychologically allows us to distinguish with what's not valuable and what is valuable. Because if we see things in a very organized structure, it's very hard for us to actually tell which item or which thing provides us with value or provides us with no value. That is why we have to make a mess in order to properly declutter things. Decluttering a mess is much easier because in messes, you can properly see what is actually valuable in your life and what is actually not valuable, and allowing you to organize the valuable things and make room for the actual new value that you're going to be providing in your life. That is why you have to make a mess in order to declutter. Your life has to be messy, or your organized system has to get messed up in order to properly declutter it, because it helps us organize our valuable items in new ways that could enrich our lives. The second thing that we must go through that makes decluttering very hard is letting go. Letting go is one of those feelings that's very hard. It's always a huge internal battle inside of you. Growing up, letting go was a very hard feeling for me because I had a really good memory. And one thing about having a good memory is that you remember everything. You remember the positive, you remember the negative, you remember everything that happens to you. And growing up, I always remembered the positive and mostly the negative interactions I had. And one of the things that was really hard for me is to let go of those negative interactions. Those negative memories that I absolutely don't need in my life at all. And it was hard for me to remember anything positive. But letting go can be very hard. Whether you're trying to cleanse your memory, whether you're trying to clean up your room, sometimes letting go of a certain memory, a certain item, can be a very hard thing to do. It is an actual internal battle. Like you actually have to battle yourself to let go of this item or thing that doesn't provide you with value. And one of the things growing up as well, for me, not just memories, also things in my room. Things that don't provide me with value. One excuse that I had, which was preventing me from letting go of those non-valuable things, was that I might need them in the future. Sometimes I keep negative memories in my head so I can use them as fuel to make me do incredible things in the future. And sometimes I keep very useless items around thinking that I might actually need these items in the future. But I always remember this, that I am currently living in the present. And whatever I need in the present is necessary for my future because my future comes from what I do in the present. So if something is not valuable to me in the present, it's less likely it's going to be valuable to me in the future. So that is how I go based off of. I never go based off of, oh, I might need this in the future, because that never can be my excuse, because whatever I need is in the present is what is essential for the future, and whatever I don't need in the present will probably not get used at all in the future. Letting go can be a very hard feeling whenever you're trying to declutter your life. It is a huge internal battle, whether you're trying to let go of something that happened to you or whether you're trying to let go of a certain item that doesn't provide you with value in life. Decluttering is necessary for our life It's necessary for us to grow as individuals and human beings, whether you're letting go of something in the past, something that's happened to you, or whether you're just trying to clean your room or trying to sort your digital files, trying to just declutter something that's just not necessary for your life. Decluttering requires us to actually battle and actually step up in order to actually clean up the mess and let go of the things that are unnecessary. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. And I hope you got a little bit of an understanding about how you can properly declutter your life and what 2 battles you must go through in order to do that. Have a nice day.